Hey everybody, Celina here at the Heinz History Center because today is President's Day. So who better to talk about the history behind the holiday than Andy Masich, President and CEO of the Heinz History Center. Good to see you, Andy.
It's good to see you here right in our Clash of Empires exhibit, which features a young George Washington.
I didn't recognize him at first.
Well, you know, he was 21 years old when he first arrived here in Pittsburgh. He was 6 feet 2.5 inches tall, red-haired, auburn-haired, a gangly Virginia youth, but he starts the First World War, the French and Indian War, and he has to surrender his whole command at Fort Necessity in 1754. He's here looking dejected and muddy in the rain as he ponders the surrender documents to the French. But it was young George Washington who kept coming back to Western Pennsylvania, and he, with General John Forbes, named Pittsburgh Pittsburgh, kind of like Edinburgh. And so Washington has real deep Pittsburgh connections, and he nearly drowned here when he came to visit Queen Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Well, she was a Seneca sachem or chief, and so he came to meet her, gave her a match coat and a bottle of rum. He allowed in his journal that she liked the rum better than the coat.
I'm curious about these Abraham Lincoln life masks.
Well, those are life masks. They put wet plaster on Abraham Lincoln's face in 1860 and 1865. And you can see in 1860, he didn't have a beard when he was running for president. But a little girl named Grace Bedell wrote him a letter and said, "You wouldn't be so ugly if you wore a beard, and all the ladies would tease their husbands and vote for you." And so that's why he started growing a beard, but he started growing it when he arrived in Pittsburgh in February of 1861. And the 1865 life mask shows him with that iconic beard.
Now we're looking at another life mask, Andy. It looks like an older George Washington.
It's George Washington when he was 50 years old.
Something's missing. Where's the wig?
George Washington never wore a wig. It's a myth. He had auburn hair, and he was proud of his hair. He wore it in a ponytail, but never wore a powdered wig like so many people of his generation.
What about the wooden teeth?
Nope, never happened. George Washington lost his first tooth here in Western Pennsylvania in 1754 at Fort Necessity. Then they all started falling out fast. He had artificial teeth made with lead and elk teeth carved to look like human teeth.
Wow. It's a history lesson for me here too at the Heinz History Center. Thanks so much, Andy. Happy President's Day.
Happy President's Day to you too, Celina.
We'll send it back over to the PTL studios.
See the things we think are true, and they're not true, not wooden teeth.
No, lead teeth, in fact, and I don't think that that's okay right now.
I'm thinking that is probably a health hazard, but back then they didn't know.
FDA would not be approving that one, I don't think, you know.
But anyway, thank you, Celina and Andy. We always learn a lot there.